All right, let's just get started with warming up and then my joint touch. So let's hop into it. We're going to start with our squats down. So opening up those hips, warming up those ankles a little bit. So we're going to do 5. It's going to be a big crying squat. And up. All right, next. So make sure you do your 5. And then when you're done, we're going to come half kneeling. We're really going to work that front ankle out, driving the knee straight forward over the toe. You need to hold your heel down. And then that can help so you come back and press forward. Hold it and repeat. Good. All right. Go ahead and switch. I like to hold my ankle and my toe down, just balance my own weight. It helps a little. Ooh. All righty. Go ahead and stand up. We're going to do a little sideways lunges. So we're going to open up a little more than we would if we were like doing a weight training version of it. So this toe is going to open up. This toe is going to be forward, and we're really going to sink down. If you want to grab the floor, go ahead. And we're going to switch to the other side. So toe is open, sink down. Really open up. Go ahead and switch. Get that knee forward over that toe. We're going to open up the inside of our legs here and our ankles as well. All right. Let's warm up those shoulders. Go ahead. Start swinging in and out. All right, shoulder W's. So slight hip hinge forward, pulling our shoulder blades together in the back 10 times. All right. Everybody ready to get started? You're going to need 2 weights. I'm going to be timing us, and we're going to get moving. So stretch out whatever else you need while I'm getting a timer ready, while I'm getting my weights ready. We're going to have 2 weights. For the first exercise, we're just using the one. It's going to be a single leg deadlift. So you're going to hold the weight in the arm of the leg that's going back. So right now I have my left foot down onto the ground. My right foot's going to track back. And I'm going to stand. So track back and stand. As I track back, my hips and my body follow that line, and I come down with the weight. I don't pull up or anything. I just stand and come tall. All right. So we're going to do that on the one side, then we're going to switch to the other. After that, we are going to grab those weights and do a couple hammer curls. So weights are going to face like this. They're going to drive straight up to your shoulder and back down. So your elbows stay nice and close to the body, nice and controlled. After that, we have a high plank, just a regular high plank. Working on pulling the shoulder blades down and back, tight core. Hold here, then you'll come up. And then we have high knees. So high up to the hand, pumping those arms, going as quickly as we can here. All right, so it's going to be 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Let me get the timer ready. My watch is a little loose today. Starting with the single leg deadlift. I'm going to start with my right foot coming back. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. Really focus on that balance and the ankle stability here. You should feel in your hamstring as you come to the bottom, and then your glute should squeeze as you drive up. Good, 10 seconds left. If you can do this barefoot, if you're at home, that's the best way to get a nice balance. And rest, that's the best way to get your foot really into the ground the way we want it. The toes can kind of squeeze the ground, and it's easiest for our ankle to stabilize with our foot flat on the ground, all right? So sides, go ahead. So weight is in the hand of the leg that's going back. So for me right now, my left leg's going back, my left hand has the weight. Almost done, and rest. Good. All right. Got both weights, and we're just gonna hammer curl. Nice tight core, loose knees. Go ahead. Up to the shoulder and back down. The elbows stay nice and tight. Let me check our time. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right. Make space for yourself. We're gonna do that high plank. If you really want to challenge yourself, go ahead and add some shoulder taps. 3, 2, 1, and go. Let me check our time. Watch is not cooperating. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All righty. High knees. We're ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. So driving those knees up as fast as we can. Get that heart rate up. 10 seconds left. And rest. Good. All right. Take a quick break. We're going to do this all again. All right. We're going to start with the single leg deadlifts. I'm going to start with the weight in my right hand, weight in my right hand. Right foot is going to track back. Left foot is going to be stable. All right. 3, 2, 1, and go. My other hand out to help balance. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're going to switch to the other leg, other hand. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. So everything's on my left. My right foot is a stable foot. Oops, apparently not that stable. And like always, if you need to catch your balance, go ahead and rest. If you need to catch your balance, come back up to 2 stable feet and then repeat. All right. Do both weights now. Hammer curls. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Almost there. 5 seconds left. And rest. Go ahead and put the weights down. We're going to get ready for that plank. Coming up in 3, 2, 1, go ahead. So high plank position, like you're about to do a push-up, right? Shoulder blades are down and back. Core is tight, hips are in line with the rest of the body. They're not peeking up or floating down below you. You have 15 seconds left. Feet are about hip width apart. That'll help your balance here. And rest. Good. All right, go ahead and stand up because we have high knees coming up. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Driving the knees up, pumping those arms. If you need to hold yourself accountable, put the hands out in front, drive the knee up, meet the hand. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right, that's 2 rounds down. We got a couple more. We got a nice finisher for you today. Go ahead, grab water, quick breath, and then we're moving straight back into it with the single leg deadlifts to start. All righty. Ready? Go ahead and grab your weight. Get your foot set, whichever foot is going to come back. That's the hand that's holding your weight. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. And rest. Good. All right, other side. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Sorry, my watch is doing funky things there for a minute. On this, you should be able to get to your body about parallel to the floor, and your legs should come up that high. If you don't have the flexibility, no worries. 3, 2, 1, and rest. But that's kind of our goal there. If you're really just coming here, it's like quite getting the range of motion that we're aiming for, but we don't want to be falling over either. So you can always do a stagger stance deadlift so that you're getting the full range of motion for the hips and the hamstrings and everything. Hammer curl. 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. Make sure we're driving right up to the shoulders. Elbows are staying in. We're almost there. Check our time. Keep going. and rest. Good. All right. Going ahead into that plank. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and begin. So shoulders blades down and back. Arms straight. Body straight all the way through to the legs, feet, shoulder width apart. Make sure you're breathing. I'm going to check our time here. My watch doesn't let me do that when I look down, and rest. Good. For some reason, the Apple Watch doesn't let you quick look if you're still down. Guess it knows the angle you're at, or doesn't rather. I don't know. All right, high knees. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. Drive them all the way up. Keep going. You're almost there. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right. Grab water. Grab a quick break, and we're gonna do our finisher. All righty. So for our finisher, we're going to be doing kind of like our bent over row, or we're going to be doing it from a dead stop on the ground. So you're going to need to really hinge your hips back, kind of like if you've done kettlebell swings before you pick up the kettlebell. So we're going to bring the hips back, grab onto the weight, and you're going to pull up, and replace back down. So this part of your body doesn't move. It's just that elbow pulling back. So we're going to do 5 on each side. So it's going to be 10 total. And then we're going to stand up. Wherever you have your space, we're going to bear crawl up and back. So if you have space to do a longer bear crawl, do a longer bear crawl. But I would say try and go at least like 3 to 5 steps forward, and then turn around and come back if you have the space back. All right, then you're going to come back to your weights, and you're going to repeat. So let me show you this again. Hinge the hips back. So if you see, I'm not squatting down. My hips are actually traveling back towards that mirror. So my hips come back, and as my hips come back, I create this flat line at the top of my body. Then I sink down slightly to find my weights. My head comes through, and I pull. And it alternates. So it'll be 5 pulls on each side, 10 total. Let me get you a timer started. This is going to be a 3-minute AMRAP. So for 3 minutes, you are back to back with these 2 exercises. You should feel a nice stretch amount of pressure on your hamstrings here, because that's what's holding you in this position. All right, and then we'll hit the front of the legs when we do our bear crawl. Got it? I'm going to start a 3-minute timer. 3, 2, 1, begin. So you're rowing from a dead stop on the ground, and then you're bear crawling up and back. You need to spread out your feet a little bit to allow it to come up to the hip. That's fine. All right, I'm back for my bear crawl. I'm going back for a row. You should be doing the same. So feet wide enough that when you come down, you're pulling to the hip still. Let me back up to my booty's not right in the camera. All right. Turn around and I'm going to do a bear crawl. We are about a minute and 35 in, which means we're pretty much halfway there. So go ahead, keep it rolling, keep it rolling. You do not need to be on the same pace as me. Obviously, I stopped to chat. I want you guys to keep rolling through it. Got about 1 minute left. Good, keep rolling. "30 seconds left, so you have plenty of time to get through this. Again, if not 2 more times, depending on how much space you have for that bear crawl. All right. I'll make sure to count you down at the appropriate moment, so you're not going over. But if you are in the middle of a bear crawl or in the middle of your rows, you want to finish that out, that would be a good idea. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All righty. Good work. We are going to cool down. So I just want you to start with some deep breathing. Into the nose, out through the mouth. All right. We're going to go into what Exos calls the world's greatest stretch. That's the one where we bring the foot up next to the hand. So I'm going to kind of do a lunge forward, place my hand down next to the foot, and drop my hips towards the ground. They're not going to sink, but they're going to press down so I get a nice stretch. Now I'm going to open that hand nearest my foot up to the ceiling, and my chest will open up to my knee. So replace my hand, kick my foot back, and bring the other foot up. Make sure I sink those hips down enough that they are creating a good stretch. Now open that hand up. All right. Go ahead and stand up. Deep breaths again, in through the nose, out through the nose. All right. Going down to the knee. One leg is going to come out. The hands are going to place down in front, and we're going to rock. All righty. Go ahead and switch to the other leg. Rock back and back up. Now our knees are going to come together, And we're gonna do something called a needle and a thread. So our hands are gonna be reached out in front of us. One hand is gonna reach through, then it's gonna come up. All right. So your weight is up slightly from your hips, but you are leaning back towards the heels. So I reach through. I open up. Reach through. Open up. One more. Good. All right. Let's switch to the other side. Reach through. Open up. Reach through. Open up. Reach through. Open. All right. Tuck the toes under. I'm currently on a mat because I have a hard surface under me, but my feet and my hands are not on the mat. So if you need to move away from your mat or turn your body, whatever you need, we're going to go into a down dog. And I do not want your feet or your hands on your mat. You'll slip. So tuck the toes, press up, down into those heels, press through those shoulders. Deep breath. All right. Go ahead and walk it in. Roll up. That is all I have for you today. Thank you so much. I hope to see you next week.